kilograms and is wearing the black trunks. He is currently undefeated in 18 professional fights, with 13 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former NABF champion and the former WBC Continental Americas champion from Cartagena, Colombia. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Yonnhy El Colombiano Perez. And now, introducing his opponent. He's fighting out of the red corner and wearing the leopard print. He weighed in at 53.06 kilograms, and he's had 24 professional fights with 22 wins and 2 losses, with 18 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He is ranked number 3 by the IBF. He's ranked number 7 by the WBC. And from Ring Magazine, he's ranked number 4 pound for pound in the world. He is the former 2-time IBO bantamweight champion of the world from Springs in Gauteng. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the current IBO bantamweight champion of the world, Silence African Spice Mabuza.
Okay, the main thing I want is a clean break, all right? It's about to sit Olympia, okay? Watch the low blows. I'm gonna allow a little bit right here, okay? I don't want your head used in the wrong way. No, we select the best amount. Printing, touch these gloves up. Don't let it guantes. Let's go. Touch them.
Well, that's the instructions given by referee Kenny Chevalier from the United States of America. He's going to limp this referee, but I wouldn't think that will deter him from moving around the ring. Interesting, Dixie. He said, I will allow a looping right hand.
Yeah, he knows what he means. But I think this fight, the tension in this hall is so thick you can cut it with a knife. There you go. First blood then by Yonnhy Perez, dropping a jab downstairs.
Well, Yonnhy Perez, a tall man, and he has no problem of hitting those punches down, and Mabuza has to work through those long arms of Yonnhy Perez. Mabuza no less than 6 to 7 times in these big fights. This is just one of them for him.
Mabuza's been involved in a total of 12 championship fights if you include the South African ones. Yonnhy Perez, you hardly see any 12-round fights he's been involved in, and I'm not suggesting that is a walkover. He's got an impressive record coming into this fight. Mabuza, already you can see in round 1 is going to move, showing angles, and you know, and one thing you have to notice here, Mabuza likes to push forward, but you can see him already stepping backwards from time to time just to draw his opponent in. So let's see then if that's going to work for him.
Well, yes, early in this round, Yonnhy Perez with a jab. He might be from Colombia. He might be a he might have been born in Colombia, let's put it that way, but he stays in Santa Fe Springs, California. He's only had 4 fights outside of California, and all his other fights were in California.
Mabuza reaching out with the right hand. Has tried it twice already, but he needs to make sure it can arrive, because you can see already as a counter left hook, he's got a very good left hook, Yonnhy Perez, and some right uppercuts as well. Mabuza's got to really stay quite wide awake in this fight here tonight.
Good punches from Mabuza, good combination there, trying to throw this punch on the inside, and Yonnhy Perez comes back with big punches. And Mabuza goes down to the body, but Yonnhy Perez, good defense. Hit punch again from Mabuza. doesn't give his man any opportunity, any respite there against the ropes.
Less than 30 seconds to go. Round one, Mabuza versus Perez. Mabuza really relying obviously on the home crowd here. That's here to support him, but Perez picking some punches, although his back is on the ropes.
Well, yes, Mabuza uziphethe zophula. Ukabi kodwa Perez akayekanga naye ngezakwabo.
Both of them. Watch them here. Let's go.
Interesting, you can hear the voice there of referee Kenny Chevalier as we come to the end of round one.
It's no joke.
Come back to ringside as we wait for the start of round number 2. Let's have a look at some action from round one.
Mabuza reaching out with the right hand, as you can see, but the follow-up left hook also not getting there. But you can see Perez is very wide awake. Look at the counters, left hook and straight right in front of him. Mabuza is going to have to make sure that he makes Perez miss while he's on the way in to engage. And also disengaging, he cannot afford to disengage straight. He's going to have to offer angles. Stay on his chest when it's necessary, but make sure that while he's making his opponent miss, he's counting as well.
Asabami ngokumjikelo wesibini Mabuza, Silence Mabuza. Wachabayeka bembiza. Ah, big punches vela ku Perez. Wemongad wakondoba wathi ndikho. Mabuza wathi ndikho uzama lapha khathi ngabi. Perez the left hook.
And Mabuza eating unnecessary punches on the way in there. He's got to really move his head instead of just relying on the guards to protect him.
Big punches they come in from Perez. Mabuza goes to the body. Misses badly with that one. Catches with that one on the mouth. And Perez comes back.
Mabuza throwing a bunch of short punches on the way in. Should be really leading with a jab and then throw those punches when he's within the right distance.
Well, that jab keeps on catching Mabuza there.
Let his head go.
Mabuza quite keen to engage at close quarters, but he's got to watch the crisp and short punches from Perez. Although Perez is tall and fast, he's still able to throw very telling punches at a short distance.
I don't know whether you saw that combination from Perez on the inside. He's got that arm, that hook that goes on the outside. Look at those arms. All those arms they hit from Perez.
Mabuza likes to double up on the right hand, and I think probably could do with one at the moment because the second one has been missing. And when he misses with it, there's a counter left hook from Perez. So looking to push the face. Look, he's not shy to mix. That's the one thing that the fight fans at ringside are definitely enjoying tonight.
Oh, look at those crisp punches from Perez. Mlo ingoti kuyaliwa endimjenzeni.
Ayizuba umlo olula lona mhlekazi. I think besiqonda yonke lonto leyo engakumbi xa simbona indlela lo mfana abekwa phezulu ngayo zizo zonke ezi-organizations zamanqindi ehlabathini liphelile.
Ndiye ndawujonga irekhodi yakhe Nkabi ndafika emnye umntu endimaziyo kulaa rekhodi yakhe Alexander Fedorov endimaziyo kodwa ke abanye bonke ndiye ndathandabuze ngaba ngobani na aba. Big shots from Mabuza.
Mabuza's just got to move his head on the way in there. He's throwing some really good punches. He's aware where he is, but Perez is the type of boxer who's going to wear you down, let you work, but wear you down. Pick those punches, pace himself.
Well, Mabuza, silver medalist at the All Africa Games in 1999. In South Africa has come to the end of what looks like a good round for both boxers.
Better punches coming from Perez in that particular round. I think that Mabuza probably needs to take a breather a little bit. Go back to the strategy. Look at the things he was doing in round number one. Move a little bit. Use head movement on the way in. Look at that. Eating a straight right as well as a left hook there. Both those punches in one combination. Mabuza definitely needs to keep his eyes wide open. Be careful. But Perez definitely doing an incredible job in round number two. Definitely not fazed by Silence Mabuza's reputation.
is the WIBF bantamweight title eliminator. The champion, we told you, is Joseph Agbega, a Ghanaian based in the United States. The winner here is sure to get a shot at that title. And today here, they've got to finish the 12 rounds here.
Mabuza now in the first minute of this round, you can see he's doing the right things. Throwing that jab, hooking off it, and offering angles as well. Backwards, in and out. And the key thing is just to make sure he's not predictable.
Well, yes, I see Mabuza doing something he was not doing in the first 2 rounds, and that is moving around, circling his man. Oh, no, he's turned around. What is that? Well, yes, and the Perez's corner. So Mabuza walk away from his man.
It's a clash of heads in Perez.
You're about to see those here. As Perez is trying to pile up the pressure on Mabuza. Full customer, Yonnhy Perez. Man born in Cartagena, Colombia. Now based in Santa Fe Springs, in the state of California in the United States.
That's what Mabuza has to do, make Perez miss, but also there are some counter punches missing there.
Oh, big punches from Perez, trying to evade them, but those punches catches Mabuza. Mabuza went twice to fight Rafael Marquez, a big name in boxing today. Rafael Marquez lost the first one by TKO in the 4th round. The second time was he retired in the 9th round.
Mabuza got combinations as Tiras Betesa and the Pindas Abuya Ngazo Pezulu, but all concentration really from both boxers at the moment. Mabuza losing a slight edge, probably in round number 2. Number 3, we saw something that's completely uncharacteristic there, considering his experience of over 175 rounds that he's fought Mabuza, but you know, walking away from his opponent there, that definitely is questionable, and I'm sure his trainer will talk to him about it.
Field customer, big punch from Mabuza, drives his man back. Strong as a bell, Yonnhy Perez. Bobby. Not a lot right to Yonnhy Perez. And for China, I post Mabuza, good shots there in there, shaking his man against the ropes. Again, throwing himself at his man. And we come to the end of round 3.
Come to
Welcome back to ringside, and a great deal of people coming here to watch Miss South Africa also in the house. Actors, rugby players in here tonight.
All right, Mabuza, you can see him there jumping on Perez with a straight right, but missing with it. Look at that, and he found the target at that moment, but Mabuza just needs to watch the way he throws that straight right. All right, now as we start and kick off round number 4.
Round number 4 scheduled for 12. This is the IBF bantamweight title eliminator.
This guy's fighting for an opportunity. In actual fact, they're fighting to be in pole position to fight the world champion.
Well, no quarter given, no inch given by both sides. They haven't been involved in a clinch since the start of round 1.
That's what Mabuza's got to do. He's got to move like this, and this is probably the template he should be using. Offer angles, make sure it's not predictable, but walking in straight is definitely not going to help.
Big punches from Perez. Mabuza trying to move his head around, but at times he was clobbered there by his man as he drives his man back again.
Perez completely upright in figures, but Londolenga impazamisi kakhulu. Mabuza what the thing is, Mabuza should not be trying to trade power here. Maybe it's just to say, let me fight a different strategy in every round, but likes to get stuck in. That's Mabuza's style of fighting, so fight fans are definitely enjoying that.
Well, Perez there with big punches, clean punches, Mabuza has him against the rope. Looks like it is Perez's start to go to the rope. Mabuza came to the board and going up. Kawacha Ungadi, Wachi Umlo, Kaya Umki Umjo, Kawa is on.
Get him up! Come on, man, let's go!
Go back downstairs, Mabuza. That's what he's got to do. It's not going to help to try and chop this tree from the top.
Well, in this round, Mabuza has thrown everything, and this can obviously hear referee Kenny Chivalier screaming instructions to both boxers. Perez against the ropes, but still throwing punches.
Mabuza taking some punches upstairs, but he's got to go back. You can see Perez is uncomfortable with body punches and flaggers, and if they have not learned something from this.
Mabuza keeping his man on the ropes, catching the corner.
He's got to go downstairs, though. He is tempted to go up, but you can see that the way to chop a tree is to go downstairs. But those body punches have certainly hurt Perez in this round.
Mabuza piling on the pressure in this round as we come to the end of this round, round number 4. Let's have a look at some of the action in that round.
There you go. If you can hear behind me, that's Hokma Kepula, another ex-world champion, shouting instructions to Malinga saying, don't even try to go upstairs. This fight is finished if you stay downstairs. Go back to the body.
IBF founded in 1983. Good punches from Mabuza there. Good punches once again. Good combination. So let's see, Shokabia Swana Perez Genayo. We are Mabuza Uchi Velapina. Dienam.
What's going to happen, Fegaz, here is Perez knows that Mabuza can hurt him with body punches. You can see that he's trying to move now. Well, the other thing is if Perez is stationary, Mabuza is going to find the target, particularly the body punches. So I think the strategy for Perez in this round would be to stay away from Mabuza. Mabuza is going to try and go back to what worked for him in round number 4.
He walked into a big punch, Mabuza there. Perez has not given up. Might have slowed him. Mabuza might have slowed Perez down, but he does get those punches crisp on the inside. Look at that. Leave his man against the ropes. Good movement from Perez. Mabuza in the center of the ring. Using that jab to keep his man at bay. Good combination from Perez. Mabuza once again trying to chop the stream.
Mabuza knows exactly where he should be. He's looking for that advantage again, looking to go downstairs. Mabuza funeka kuponga maqhinga nawo namhlanje. Onke amava anawo. This opponent, Yonnhy Perez, also knows that he shouldn't be staying on the ropes.
Mabuza waits a little bit inside as a result. Perez indicated that he wanted to hold on to clinch there on the inside. On the body, Mabuza chasing his man, throws himself at his man.
Watch the hand out of
Very, very tough fight. This, it can't be easy. Perez employing the right tactics. Make sure that he's not stationary because Mabuza is looking to chop him.
Well, once again, Perez does get punched. Mabuza misses badly. Gets another one. Driven back by Perez as to come to the end of round 5.
oye. Hey, ¿ya era tu segundo aire? Ok, ¿qué vamos a hacer? El jab, derecha, gancho. Estás perdiendo estos rounds, Johnny. Tú necesitas ganar este round. Esta no podemos dejar a la gente, ¿ok? Dame un buen soya, ¿ok? Dame un buen soya. Hey, no lo dejes que te agarre del cuerpo.
Watch the water for me, watch the water.
How's the power now?
Good? Just watch that water in the corner, fellas.
All right, let's go then. Check out some of the highlights. Mabuza likes to throw that overarm right first. And the risk with that is if it misses, there's a crisp counter left hook coming from Perez. So Mabuza trying to close the distance again. He knows that's what he should be doing as we begin round number 6. We're going for 12. You'll remember that this is a championship bout because these guys are fighting for the right to fight for a world championship. Good left hook from Mabuza there.
Big punch coming from Perez. Never stands back, he knows he's got a fight on his hands. Mabuza too knows he's got a fight. This could be an opportunity of a lifetime.
Better Perez mhlekazi kunjalo kwamamnindi akhe anobungozi ngendlela eyodwa. Bangaba uMabuza ukulungela ukulwela intshinga yehlabathi kwi-IBF. Kuzawufuneka acacise apha namhlanje mhlekazi.
Phakathi kwamathandabuzo akho nto inokwenzeka ngaphezu kwaleyo yoba umntu acacise ngokodwa into yoba unaso isakhono sokulwela intshinga yehlabathi.
Mabuza
abangeni uMabuza
bethi imbanjana ezi mhlekazi Mabuza ukhangela elaa hlobo bekhe walwa kulo phaa kulaa mjikelo wesine. Into bezithanda umqaka Mabuza sort of running out of ideas, particularly in round number 2, but I think fighting a very, very good strategy after that, and it shows that he's very, very experienced. Mabuza now switching to southpaw momentarily there. I think the key thing would be to really continue to do what he was doing.
A big punch on the inside from Perez.
Mabuza now switching to southpaw. I don't know how wise that is right now. Okay.
He's trying to cut the corners, Mabuza. But there, he got a few punches from Perez.
Mabuza shaking his right hand there. I wonder, you hope he's not injured. Because if he is, you know what that means. It's going to be painful for him to throw that right hand.
If anything, if that right hand is painful, then it will be that lunging forward he's been doing several times here. Trying to keep his man against the ropes, cutting the corners. He's been slowed down considerably now, Mabuza, by Perez.
I think he's taking a breather. It's also good from time to time to pick your moments in a fight and not just be pushing throughout, because the danger is that you may be caught. That's the end of the round.
This fight is taking place. We haven't been here for a very, very long time.
Mabuza on the inside, picking a right uppercut, but taking 2 uppercuts and then returning. So clearly then that exchange there drawn.
Into round number 7. Immediately in this round, Perez draws first blood. Mabuza trying to find an opening. Hit uppercut from Mabuza. Another one on the inside.
Good timing from Mabuza there, right uppercut on the way in. And in fact, he could have finished that combination with a left hook. He decided not to because, again, he's fighting a very smart fight, picking his moments, and I think showing his experience here. Perez definitely a hard punch on Perez.
Well, he is. He's a very hard puncher, and he uses that long reach very well with those hooks on the outside, which have caught Mabuza from time to time.
Bona Mabuza naye zambethi left hook ngaphandle kanti iyaphosa ingozi ke leyo. So Mabuza looking to close that gap again. He wants the fight at close quarters. Opinda. Perez definitely uncomfortable with body punches.
Chopping right hand from Mabuza. Perez uhlala ebuya njalo uNkabi uqebuyelele ecela izulu lasemthatha.
Bethe zansi left hook. Mabuza wayiphinda kwakhona usakhangela ithuba lento bana lomfana usame kahle kusini na. Big right hand from Mabuza there.
Perez is told us out here we are was against the ropes. I want to do against the ropes. Good shot, Mabuza. And starting to Perez. Good shots, Mabuza wakhona kodwa Kabi ufunyana sisithonga sika Perez.
Challenge. Yabonakala indlela azimisele ngayo uSilence Mabuza uyayazi into yobana lamathuba awafiki phoqopho kufuneka xa uthe walibhaqa uyazi into yobana uyalisebenzisa. This is a golden opportunity for him to obviously step up from the IBO Championship to the IBF. Let's go for a break.
A little bit of that off there for me, thank you.
There you go then, Silence Mabuza, 10 years experience in the ring.
Right
in fact, in November this year, he will have been a pro boxer for exactly 10 years. That's versus only 4 years of experience in the professional ranks for Yonnhy Perez.
Big punches from Mabuza once again. Big punch from Mabuza, shaking his man. Goes to the body.
Bethe zansi Mabuza lento kudala yonke le holo imcela uba makakhayenze ahlale nje ezansi ngathi uthunywe khona Mhlekazi.
Well, Mabuza is a product of the South African Olympic program. Remember when he started as a boxer coming in under the program that was instituted by NOXA, and he went into that program. I remember early days Mabuza working for Transnet at Esalen Park before he turned professional.
Perez with some very good punches, but he's not showing the hunger that I think a boxer who is really trying to fight a world champion should be showing. We haven't seen that. Now we are in round number 8.
Perez misses badly there. He wants his man to come forward, Perez, more than anything else.
Maning ilakho Mabuza.
Udoyake uthanda Mabuza zaphambili. Good combination zika Perez phaya amatyela amaninzi kwakhona phepha kuhlukabi phosa chawa fumana sakhe.
Perez is running away with this round, so Mabuza is going to have to come back, particularly this last minute, and just so that the judges, the last thing they remember before they jot down 10-9, it must be for him. So that's why in this last minute he should definitely try and turn this round around.
Miss there from Mabuza. Takes one from Perez.
Mabuza pretty sluggish in round number 8. He's got to take a breather, Mabuza. just think a little bit. He's not.
These are the rounds where he should be making the impression. Big punch from Mabuza. Shoots his man. Perez took it well. Oh, big punches from Perez. Stopped Mabuza in his tracks. As we come to the end of round now, 8.
There you go. Mabuza trying to go for another flurry, but really taking a lot of punches on the way in there. That was very, very tough. In fact, very tough round for Mabuza. That a better round for Yonnhy Perez. So
watch that water. Watch the water.
There you go.
Watch that water for me, okay? Watch the water.
Mabuza needs to go back to basics. I think he's not. Haukman Kepula has been insisting that Mabuza must definitely go downstairs in this fight.
This is the later rounds. We need to the points now.
Take it down.
Big points.
Jigelo wethoba kulomlo mijigelo elishumi elinesibini umlo phakathi Silence Mabuza nomfana Yonnhy Perez waseColombia uselezinze kwela lase Santa Fe Springs eCalifornia.
One of the reasons Mabuza's right hand has been successful in the fight, in actual fact, a moment ago there, when you saw him throw 2 left hooks, he could have finished with the right uppercut, but it didn't. Wow, Mabuza sees that there's an opportunity for that right uppercut. Look at that, look again, Mabuza looking for opportunities, but the key thing on his mind now is to make this guy miss.
And he's not making him miss. Mabuza is getting hit as he comes in. Perez using his shoulder on the inside. Both his boxers have been mixing and throwing big hard punches from both sides. Big punches from Perez. Mabuza stays close to him. We are more formidable. Gain on the inside. Mabuza is eating leather. Look at that.
Mabuza missing with a lot of those punches. In this situation, he's the one who needs to think rather than to try and force the pace.
Look at that, big punches. Perez allows him to throw those punches to the body, and knowing very well his face is wide open. Big punch from Mabuza.
I can tell you now, this is a very tough fight. But just the fact that the crowd here is behind Mabuza is really, really working for him. I think that if you had this fight with this kind of difficulty on foreign soil, I think he might have been, challenged even further, mentally speaking. But you can see that he's really, really fired up to do well in front of South Africans here today, and you can't fault him for that.
Mabuza is first fight on SABC2. And tonight, he's got to make that impression. Could become a draw card. But this man, Perez, is a hard nut to get cracked. Mabuza chases him around the ring.
Mabuza looking to go downstairs again. You see, he's got to watch those kind of punches where he's going wild and throwing from outside of the attacking zones.
Dixie, I'm been very impressed with Perez's movement in the ring.
No, definitely, but I think we should even be more impressed by Mabuza's tenacity. Go. just some highlights from the previous round. Round number 9, Mabuza really had to dig in very deep here. I mean, because although he's forcing the pace, he's being countered with some crisp punches from Yonnhy Perez. So a tough fight indeed for the South African this one. There you go, trying to mix them at close quarters, but Perez is very, very comfortable at close quarters as well. All right, now let's go. Round number 10 is showtime.
Well, yes, these are the rounds. Let me check it. Look, I city lasting impression for judges. That clash was corner pa Mabuza uxela usompembe kodwa makangazi referee. Makangazi referee zamenzakalisa lentwana. Buya Mabuza wakhona.
Mabuza must just pace himself now. Mabuza slightly ahead on points in this fight. He has scored some crucial, I must say Perez has scored some crucial rounds, particularly round 8, round 6, and round 2. Very significant rounds for Perez, those. But Mabuza definitely trying to force the pace and win this fight on home soil.
For the first time in this round, Perez tried to clinch, but he never worries himself. He just throws those punches. Once again, a good combination from Perez. Well, he's fought very well on the inside. Perez, Mabuza lunging at his man, throwing those punches, trying to get an opening. Perez on the inside. He's been cleverly using that shoulder of his.
Mabuza should step there with the jab. Step with the jab, because Perez anticipates the punches that Mabuza will be throwing and basically throws a counter first.
It's now or never for Mabuza.
Perez is winning this round, Mshagazi, as of now, unless Mabuza does something spectacular here in round number 10.
Mabuza slightly square for my liking.
No, I'd say Mabuza needs to put his thinking cap back on.
Trying to throw that punch from the outside. As Perez gets to a defensive clinch.
Unless Mabuza drops Perez in this particular round, Perez, round 10 will be scored for Perez.
And Mabuza comes back with big punches. Oh, it's leather with a combination, but he catches man on the jaw. Drives him back into the neutral corner on the far side. Another big one.
Welcome back.
Hey,
We are in Springs. It's a tough fight tonight.
Come on, Johnny.
Well, it is. It's a fight really. A lot of people might think it is fought at a furious pace between these men. No quarter given, no inch given. And this is the penultimate round in this fight, round number 11.
So, Mshagazi, Mabuza, in order to win this fight, has got to fight very smart round 11. Very smart round number 12. I believe that at the end of round 10, there's a 2 points difference between the two boxes. So let's go.
Well, looks like it's still anybody's fight. And whoever in the last 2 rounds is piling on the pressure, throwing those precision punches, will win this fight. Mabuza has worked very hard. Oh, big punch! Shook his man!
Mabuza fighting a smart fight. Can you see, even when he catches Perez, he's not getting wild.
Perez is very strong.
Amazing counter puncher, Perez. As I said, 96-94 at the end of round 10. What's going to happen at the end of round number 11? In actual fact, will we get to round number 12?
Mabuza has been Mabuza right through in this round. He's thrown the most telling punches.
Don't push, don't push.
Mandikoni ndoba izitonga zika Perez zinobuhlungu kusina ngoku. Big punch again. Coming out straight there, Perez. Opponent is stronger. Mabuza really meaning questions here. He walks into one.
Betty left to Perez, but Mabuza countered. Umlo onzima kakhulu lona abakhongi kofuna bengathi baqwalasela kakuhlena ngendlela athi abathi banikezela amanqaku ngayo. But I think Mabuza has shown hunger, shown that he's still in there. Why they really vote him one of the best bantams in the world, pound for pound.
Mabuza really call on the pressure there. And in this round, he has thrown the cleaner punches, the hard punches.
Silence Mabuza, the African Spice. 10 seconds to go to the end of round 11.
It connects again, and that's it. The end of round number 11. No doubt, Mabuza's round.
We need to fly harder. Water, please. Water. Glove.
Last round, touch gloves.
Punch. He's gonna come out for the last kick of
Last
ours.
round, touch gloves.
You gotta get your speed off on him now. We need to start hurting him now. Please, I need this round. I need this round. And I need a big round. Give me 3 minutes of hell. I want side to side.
There you go. Round number 11. Left hook versus straight right. Clearly, both boxers well taught. Mabuza definitely making sure that he scores and wins round 11. So, first 10 seconds. 2 scoring punches from Perez versus 1 from Mabuza. That's the first 10 seconds.
Mabuza goes down! Mabuza goes down!
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? Give me glove, right?
Well, I like the way he recollected his thoughts there. Let's see what Perez is going to do in this last round. Mabuza's getting punished. Perez throws in the punches in anger now.
Mabuza should be clinching right now.
Should be looking to clinch.
Look to clinch. Look to clinch. Look to clinch.
Istogos him again. Istogos Mabuza again. What's the referee going to do? That's it. That's it. That's the end of it. That's the end of it. What a gallant fight from Mabuza. But what a way the fight has ended. With Yonnhy Perez, the stronger of the two.
Stunning turn of events here. Mabuza leading on points, I believe, probably by 2 points, and unfortunately gets caught by a stiff jab, and it stops him. That was the end of this fight. Unfortunately, Mabuza, having done everything, thrown every punch he knows in the book, used the right strategy, moved when he needed to, but unfortunately gets stopped by Yonnhy Perez in the final round. Okay, let's take a short break. We'll be back in a moment. watching blow by blow live from Spring. What a turn of events here. Silence Mabuza gets stopped by Yonnhy Perez. In actual fact, now let's take a look at the fight summation of this particular fight here. There's the winner for you on your pictures, Yonnhy Perez. As we look to just give you the fight summation, we'll go through the fight summary for you. But I can tell you now the most significant rounds for Yonnhy Perez were definitely round number 2, round number 6, round number 8, round number 10. Mabuza cannot believe he got stopped by a stiff jab. It's incredible. So let's take a look at what happened in this particular fight here. Bantamweight IBF eliminator. This is round number 1. Mabuza is all aware of where he should be, starting the fight in the way that he should be. Now look at him throwing the short and crisp punches from the inside there. But at all times, Yonnhy Perez was counter-punching, throwing 1 or 2 and picking Mabuza from time to time. So in the rounds that I said to you were pretty significant for Yonnhy Perez, those were the rounds where Yonnhy Perez decided to take the initiative. On the other hand, Mabuza also being guilty of being too wild in those particular rounds there. So all he had to do really at the end of round 12 was to come back and just take it home. Unfortunately, it was not going to be. So as the fight officials are still working hard to make sure that they have the final announcement and the final result, we are going to go straight to the Duke for the final announcement, because we will not be requiring the points. It ended in the distance.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kenny Chevalier stops this bout 1 minute and 6 seconds into round number 12 to the winner by TKO and the new mandatory challenger for the IBF World Bantamweight title, Yonnhy El Colombiano Perez.
All right, there you go. Then we are going to be talking to both boxers.
Johnny says, thank you,
both
South
of them
Africa.
are
We
in
love
the
you.
ring. So we are going to go to Dumile as soon as he's ready in the center of the ring right now. Okay,